Has tragic losses hit the Ukrainian Foreign Legion? Where are they fighting? And how bad have Russia's losses been in the battle for Bakhmut? I'm Paul, U.S. Army combat veteran. It's May 2nd, 2023. This is your daily Ukraine update. Let's get right into it. But first, as always, I just wanted to tell you guys about combatvetnews.com. This is my own site that I launched when Patreon gave me the boot. As you guys can see, I put up all the news stories I can't get to in my daily update, put them up here for free. I also put up all my YouTube videos for free. But if you want to support what I do every day, become a member. Any tier is going to get you access to the members only content. These are the breakdowns I do of the videos that YouTube definitely won't let me show you. We watched last week some POV footage, GoPro footage from Ukrainian trench clearing operations, and it was so intense. It was a really wild look at the fighting. So if you want to support me, go to combatvetnews.com. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the status of the fighting. First off, the very interesting change is in Marinka, right? This is a city that the DNR, LNR have been contesting for a while, and for the first time in quite some time, we're seeing actual progress. You can see one row of city blocks has been taken by DNR, LNR forces. Is Marinka like an essential component to the larger war? No, not really. This isn't part of an encirclement or anything like that. But it's interesting just to see Ukrainian forces being pushed back elsewhere. Other than that, when we look to Bakhmut, you can see there are purportedly no real changes. But again, Ukrainian forces are really on the outskirts of Bakhmut and supposedly are working very, very hard to defend this roadway here. In fact, when we look over at the news, not only are there reports that, April 19th, during a battle for this crucial road to Bakhmut, a former U.S. Marine, Cooper Andrews, was KIA on the outskirts of Bakhmut, and on basically the same day, as far as I can tell, two Canadian soldiers were also KIA, also from the Foreign Legion in the Ukrainian city of Bakhmut. So tragic loss. It seems like possibly that this was the result of a Russian artillery barrage that ended up just getting a lucky hit. But nonetheless, I mean, this is the reality of war that we often forget. And the fact that the Ukrainian Foreign Legion is out here holding the line against some of the best trained soldiers in the Ukrainian military right now is a testament to how valuable Ukraine still considers Bakhmut to be. They obviously are holding out for this big counteroffensive, which I think we're all sort of waiting on. But when we look over at the combat map, you can see Russia's tempo remains very low. 41 attacks across the Eastern Front, just a single attack in Bakhmut and a single ground assault in this southern prong, pushing towards Kostiantynivka. But you can also see here, right, one attack in Marinka, Avdiivka. Again, I'm seeing Russian forces focusing more heavily on pinning Ukrainian forces in place. What is going on with this UI? Pinning Ukrainian forces in place, forcing them, Russia's goal is to keep Ukraine from being able to maximally exploit or reinforce a breakthrough should their offensive achieve that breakthrough. What's interesting is that one other news story, and by the way, guys, if you are interested, the Ground News is a sponsor of the channel. They've been a sponsor for a long time, and I have a link to the description. They're a small team that uses big data and algorithms to help us tease out the reality of different news stories. And here's one that I saw that I thought was pretty shocking. the U.S. has released their best estimates for KIA and WIA in the Battle of Bakhmut. And since December, they're reporting 20,000 KIA on Russians and 80,000 injured in their Bakhmut offensive, which is absolutely staggering. I mean, you have to remember, throughout the entirety of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, basically 2-decade-long wars, the U.S. suffered about less than 10,000 KIA. So just really, it's hard to overstate how unbelievably fast that burn rate is. And the reason we know it's credible is because look at all the sources that are reporting this story. You can see center-leaning sources that are highly credible, like Reuters, AP News, right? Even right-leaning sources like the Daily Express or Fox News, and left-leaning sources like the Daily Beast. They're all reporting this. And so that at least lets us know that this is accurate, right? We've seen some stories that, the sources, it's like 3 sources and like 2 of them are Russian propaganda outlets. So we get to know for sure that this is probably at least true in the sense that it is accurately reporting what the White House's estimates are. And after those leaked documents, honestly, the White House is almost certainly just putting their estimates out there. Since they already are out there, they already don't look privately. They look so bad for Russia that there's no reason not to just roll out the truth. And this is sort of how the U.S. government's information operations work. They don't release like the full truth of a situation, but they will release cherry-picked but true things, true information, in order to serve their narrative. And this is not like some edgy like conspiracy take. This is how the White House communication and information like operations team operates. This is how every one of them operates in every country, basically. So anyway, guys, that's all I had. Thank you so much. As always, be sure to check out combatvetnews.com. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.